Welcome back to the show, my friends. It must be the middle of August because we got another update for PS Plus Extra Premium, and this one is much better than the last two, I must say, especially if you're a Sword Art Online fan or a Timesplitters fan, because they pulled a fast one on us in the best possible way. But let's check it out. Let's not spoil anything. We don't have to spoil. Let's check it out. What do we got on the docket for this month? Well, boom. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Both versions, PS5 and PS4. So you get the PS5 enhanced version of the game here. Awesome pick. That's definitely the headliner for the month for sure. You got Wild Hearts. That's the EA Monster Hunter kind of game. This game looks cool. I think a lot of more people are going to check it out and try it now that it's here in PS Plus. It looks very good. It looks like a very good game. And it was really interesting to see the partnership there for the EA original game. Cult of the Lamb. Now, I think we got this on PS Plus Essential, I believe. I could be wrong. I thought we did, but it's nice to have it here too for anybody that missed it. And this game, everybody loves it. They love the shit out of it. So, good one to have. Ride 5 if you are a motorcycle enthusiast. This is going to be a game for you. It says 200 bikes from world-renowned manufacturers. So, cool. Very cool. I think it's a sim racer, which is cool. Watch Dogs 2, which is a re-release, so this has been on the PlayStation Plus service before. They added Watch Dogs not too long ago, so cool to have Watch Dogs 2 as well. I'm not a huge Watch Dogs fan, but I do admire aspects of them, especially the hacking part, and I think Watch Dogs Legion is a cool game. Surprisingly, out of all of them, I think Legion's the coolest. I'll be watching to see when that gets added to the lineup. This is where we get a cavalcade of anime games, especially Sword Art Online. So we got Last Recollection. That's one of them. I think this is one of the newer ones, I believe. Then we have Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. I have a buddy playing this game. It's grindy as hell, but I think it is looks pretty cool. It's an online 4v4 game, so if you like that and you want to build a team, cool. We got more stuff. Alicization Lycoris. That is another Sword Art Online game. The one I'm more familiar with, thanks to a friend, Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. This is also an online game. It has an online component to it with PvP kind of stuff, based off the Gun Gale Online arc in the anime. My personal favorite part of the anime, but I know it goes by very fast, and people have their favorite part. I think Alicization is probably people's favorites, but I do like the Gun Gale. It's cool. We got COD in an anime. Then we have Hollow Realization, which is probably going to be the one that I take a look at later in the video because it's more of the MMORPG kind of side of things, and also it's still one of the few ones I could find a trophy guide for, so there's that. Then you get down to PlayStation Premium, and you have to start with your VR2 one. Last time we had Job Simulator VR. Now we have Vacation Simulator, the sequel to that. So very cool adding that in. I'm glad we're getting VR games. Then it was rumored that we were getting Timesplitters added to the lineup, and we eventually did. Where there was smoke, there was fire. But I didn't realize that it was a forced fire that they were planning to commit, because we got Timesplitters 2 as well. Whoa, okay. And then we got Timesplitters Future Perfect. So that is all 3 Timesplitter games from the PS2 era added here. Wow. Good job. I'm not even mad there's no PSP game and there's no PS1 game in this update. I'm not even like mad about that. They went and got all 3 of them and dropped them at the same time. So now people can enjoy pretty much the whole franchise all at once. Great job. I'm not going to talk shit about there not being a PS1 or a PSP game because this is cool. And then you also have Sword Art Online Lost Song. This is a remaster, I think, of a PS3 game. So of course they're gonna add it to the premium tier instead of the extra tier. I never liked that stipulation. It's kind of dumb. They should just keep all the PS4 and PS5 releases in the extra tier, and then all the stuff from PS3 back for the premium tier. What do I know? That's just what they do. So there you go, those are the games, and now we'll take a look at what is the hardest and easiest games in the lineup. Easiest is definitely Vacation Simulator for sure. This is definitely the easiest. It's not that much harder than the last one, if we're not including VR, I think the other easy one is Cult of the Lamb, which we'll take a look at the trophy guide. It is not that bad to beat, but it's certainly a step up when you compare it from Vacation Simulator for sure. Hardest game that I saw, I think it's Wild Hunt, because you do have to play it on Death March difficulty to get the plat, and that's pretty difficult. It's certainly a challenge. People vary the level of challenge based on their experience, but I was trying to see if one of the other Sword Art Online games was going to be in the list, but they look like they're more just grindy rather than difficult. There's just a lot more time you have to spend with the game, but what you're doing is not that difficult. So, The Witcher Wild Hunt 3, that's the one here. Let's get into it. Let's just jump right into The Witcher 3 trophy guide. Like I said, 7 out of 10 difficulty. 2 playthroughs. I think you could squeak it all into 1, but it is pretty difficult to squeak it in there. 110 hours. This is a big game. This is a big game. Lots of missable trophies that you can miss based on story reasons and stuff like that, or if you advance too far. And the big thing, you have to beat it on Death March difficulty. So that is why it is 7 out of 10 difficulty here. Death March is pretty difficult, according to people who have beaten this. At some point, I want to get to this game and play it. I played Cyberpunk 2077, got the Platinum twice I did, and I love that game. It's made by the same people, so I should love this one too. I think so. It's just a matter of time, dedicating the time to do 110, 120 hours to this game, and I probably will spend more because I have played Gwent before in its form where it was just separate from the game, and I spent a lot of time playing Gwent. I'll probably do the same again, probably more time than I need to. But let's go down and see the trophies. So you're completing it on Death March, where you get the Walk the Path trophy. That's for beating it on Death March. There are some missable trophies in that lot. You have to be careful. It looks like it's for stuff like completing the subplot about choosing Skeldra's ruler. There's these subplots and the sub-story stuff that you have that are missable, so you have to be very careful there. Then it says complete all Witcher contracts using the same save. So you cannot mix. There's no new game. I'm not sure if there is a new game plus. I don't know if they added that in the newest version, but to be careful, you want to make sure you do all the contracts on one playthrough. So if you're going back the second time as your easy playthrough, make sure you do all of the contracts on that one. Or if you're just gonna rough it out, try to beat it on Death March mode, make sure you do it on that one. You also have fist fights and horse races, so that's a part of the game as well. Miscellaneous trophies, there's lots here, including Reach Character Development 35 for the Munchkin trophy. Okay, So you're leveling up there. Then it says here there is a second playthrough. It says now you should have all trophies within the previous step, besides the missable trophy stated in stage 1. During your second playthrough, you'll need to collect every Gwent card, non-duplicates in the game. There are 120. That's the biggest collectible in this game for sure. And it says read the description carefully of each trophy for information how to achieve each trophy. This may sound complicated, but since this is your second playthrough, you should understand how to achieve them. So this one could be optional if you didn't do everything on the last difficulty. You also have here if you play on easy on your first playthrough, Death March will be your second playthrough. Maybe it's worth it to do it on easy and then rush the game on Death March just to get the story done. Excuse me, I'm burping. But play it how you want to play it. You just have to collect all these things and play through Gwent. There are trophies for Gwent. So you're going to learn how to play Gwent. And that is the trophy run for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Very interested to play this one day. We'll see how things go. One day you might see an episode with this included. Wild Hearts, here we go. 4 out of 10, 60 hours. This is from the developer of Tokaiden. No. People always say Tokaiden, it's Tokiden. Tokiden. So, and also Dynasty Warriors, of course. Oh, it's Omega Force, that's the developer. But here you have a 4 out of 10 one playthrough, 60 hours, and it doesn't seem like it's that bad. There's nothing missable, and the multiplayer stuff can be done. It's co-op, because this is a co-op game, so could be fun. This looks fun. This looks doable. 60 hours compared to like Monster Hunter World's 250, 300. That's all based on RNG. This might be a better option for you, depending on if you like Monster Hunter type games. But yeah, it says here unlock all main areas. Terraform. What is terraforming? At this point of the game, you have purchased several important dragon karakuri, awakened all dragon pits in each area, and leveled them up to increase your karakuri budget. Work to terraform each area to make hunting as effortless and efficient as possible. I see. I remember there is an element to the game where you can change the landscape, and that will make it very easy for you to collect monsters and catch them. So that seems like you're really gonna want to do it so you can help yourself in the long run, especially considering there is like trophies here where it's like successfully befriend 200 Tsukimo. There's more like stuff where it's like related to capturing and conjuring, like successfully conjure 3 karakuri in Akikuri Canyon, and then there's the equivalents for the other ones. Ultimately, the terraforming is going to help you do this faster and help you successfully do what you need to do. You have finished the main story and created an endgame build. Okay, so you're gearing up for the endgame stuff, so some endgame dungeon stuff. Okay, time to tackle one of Wildheart's biggest challenges, hunting deeply volatile kimono. These are powerful variants of kimono that have a ton of health and hit like a truck. Think of like the ones that are in Monster Hunter. Those endgame ones that like are really difficult to capture if you don't have a good squad and stuff like that. And then you get down to miscellaneous trophies and multiplayer stuff. I do want to take a look at the multiplayer stuff. There were 3, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go back to the top. Artful Assister, Helpful Heart, and Team Hunter. So Artful Assister is successfully provide assistance 5 times. That doesn't sound so bad. This one, according to the percentage, is even easier. Successfully revive a fellow hunter online for the first time. That's super easy. What's the other one then? Successfully complete 20 quests online. Okay. Multiplayer is easy. Easy peasy. Beautiful cover girl. So that's your list here for Wild Hearts. It's another interesting game. Honestly, like, Witcher for sure is on my top. Like, that's a game I want to play before I die. This one, if I have time, I'd like to check it out too. Interesting project, interesting collaboration between EA and Omega Force for the EA Originals project. It's cool. I think it's cool. Cult of the Lamb. Now, we probably have looked at this before in a PS Plus update, but let's look at it again. What you're here to see the trophy guides for these games, and I have to deliver. So let's do it. Cult of the Lamb. You have your introduction, and you want to complete the story. Are there any missable trophies? No, that is good. No missable trophies. However, there is a buggy trophy, there is a time limited trophy, and a grindy trophy. Let's see the grindy one. Weigher of Souls. Sacrifice 10 followers. There's a spoiler in here. Okay. But it essentially says, upon completing the ritual sacrifice of the flesh 10 times on 10 different followers, the ritual requires bones to use. It is highly advised to start sacrificing followers as soon as it is unlocked, as there is a cooldown period of about 7 days. So, okay. So this one is sort of grindy, but more because you have to wait 7 in-game days before you can use it again. So that's going to be like 70 plus in-game days where you have to, until you get this trophy, where you have to wait to get the ability to use this. I could see how that's grindy. It's more time limited, I think. What's the actual time limited one then? Transmutate. Collect all fleeces. It's a collectible. And this one is time limited because you need to search for shards. A holy talisman is made up of 4 shards and 5 total fleece. This will require 20 total shards. There are a total of 5 quest givers, and each character will reward the lamb with 4 shards. Completion of the task will require to obtain each shard. Okay. Yeah, collectible. I don't see the time limited part of this. I don't really get it, but okay. Got it. And then the buggy one, Devotion. Devotion, fully upgrade cult. Okay, so you have your things that you need to do to upgrade your cult, but why is it buggy? It is not necessary to purchase all upgrades from the tiers below to unlock Cult 4, though provide most decent boost structures that will help with keeping the cult happy. It doesn't say why it's buggy. Maybe it just doesn't pop as normal. I wish there was a little more information on that. But going back to the actual the meat and potatoes of things, you have to complete the story, which requires doing all the quests and going through that while you build your little cult. Then you have a ton of cleanup trophies before you get the Godhood Platinum trophy. You have your Weigher of Souls, sacrifice 10 followers, collect all weapons, fully upgrade your cult, unlock all fleeces, unlock all doctrines, defeat all opponents in Knucklebones. Knucklebones is an in-game, it's an in-game mini-game kind of thing. So that's cool. Unlock all curses, have 666 gold coins. So there's a ton of stuff to keep you busy while you build your cult. There's a whole little sim system where you're building your cult and building your team up, and then you got this wacky, cool story around it. So that's neat. I think this game is neat. Definitely another one to check out. I think my top 3 of this is probably going to be Witcher 3, Wild Hearts, Cult of the Lamb. I think so. They're throwing out games that have my interest in this update, which is cool. Now we get to Sword Art Online, and like I said, not hard at 3 out of 10, but 120 hours for this game. I was looking to see why that is the case, and it's pretty much in maxing out people's affinity, and there's a lot of people here. a lot of people. Asuna, Silica, Lisbeth, Lifa, Sinan, Yui, Streya, Phila, Premier, Argo, Yuki, Kismel, Klein, Agile, reach max affinity with all heroines, and I guess leading to that you get to complete the gallery. You also have to max out your levels and EX skills, so there's a lot of that. Learn 200 skills for the Skill Master Trophy. Learn extra skills here. There's tons of extra skills that you can learn. Find a legendary item. Have 100 friends with friendship level friendly. That's part of the affinity kind of thing. Defeat 100 named monsters in multiplayer. Beat the game with over 100 hours of playtime. Huh. Oh, well, it sounds like you're gonna go up past 100 hours anyway, so, okay. Let's see this one. In multiplayer. Name monsters can usually be found. You don't really need to go online to get the trophy though. Like in all SAO games, there's a solo option in multiplayer. There you go. So you don't even have to play multiplayer. It didn't say it was an online or a co-op trophy, so there it is. It sounds like if you love Sword Art Online and you're willing to do this kind of grind, then that's for you. That's a lot of time for me to spend in a game, and it sounds like all these Sword Art games are kind of like that. They're not hard, just time consuming. Okay, let's get to our last game. We're gonna check out Watch Dogs 2, and I was looking into it comparatively from the first game. This seems a lot easier. You don't have to beat this on the hardest difficulty. First of all, you just have to complete the main story, which includes main and side missions. And there's only one collectible type in the game, and how many of those are there? Well, you head over to the research trophy, and there's 24 collectibles. That's it. It says here that all data keys can be seen on the map only when in the vicinity of them, so you will need to find them in that specific area on the map by pressing triangle while hovering over the skill that requires the data key. The following list states all data keys in the game and their time slots in the video. You'll need to get the drone by making it in the 3D printer in the hack space to be able to get many pieces of the key data. Doesn't sound so bad. Not that bad. 24 collectibles? Compared to most Ubisoft games, this is nothing. This is nothing. And then we go back to our part here where you have just miscellaneous trophies to get. Take 25 Scout X location pictures. So there are stuff to do on the map and stuff like that, but it doesn't sound that bad, to be honest. There's been a lot worse in these open world games. This doesn't sound so bad, and at 30 hours, not bad. Honestly, this is pretty damn great for a Ubisoft open world game. Sounds like you're not going to be spending a lot of time here. Plus, I think the multiplayer trophies in the first game weren't that bad, and this doesn't sound bad at all. Complete 5 DedSec events, that's nothing. Successfully neutralize 5 fugitives in bounty hunter mode. Not anything worth like stressing over. Successfully complete an online co-op operation. Neutralize 1 hunter in bounty hunter mode, and successfully invade another hacker. Sounds like you can do this stuff pretty easily. Sounds like it'll take you an hour or two to do. So, Watch Dogs 2 sounds like a pretty smooth game to play. It doesn't sound like it's trouble at all. Like I'm kind of surprised. I guess the first one is kind of like that. But you did have to play it on the hardest difficulty. But compared to stuff like Valhalla or I think some other Ubisoft games that really make you spend a lot of time doing stupid shit, this sounds pretty damn good. I must say, good job. So that's it. We're back at our screen here. Like I said before, I think my list is Witcher 3, Wild Hearts, Call to the Lamb. And you really can't go wrong with any of those 3, really. I think Watch Dogs 2, you can't go wrong with either. I think that It looks pretty fun. Sounds pretty fun. This is a good update. And much better than the last two that we got. Even though it is like filled to the brim with Sword Art games. If you're a Sword Art fan, you're eating very good in this update. And dropping all 3 Timesplitters games, that is so good. Awesome. I must commend them for that. Like the way everything just rolled out, they had like, Timesplitters 1 is coming. Everybody knew because of the leaks, and then to surprise us in this way is fantastic. But let me know down in the comments section what you guys will be playing from this month. I think it's a banger month. Do you think that, or were you looking for something else? Expecting something else to come to the service? Let me know down in the comments section. Any and all thoughts. And of course, keep it locked to the Platinum XPerience for more videos like this. I hope all your trophy hunting expeditions, managing your cult, go incredibly well, and peace out.